hate that dog. Actually, I love that dog, but I hate that dog. Welcome to Duck Hunt, everybody. If you grew up in the US in the 90s, you definitely should be, anyway, very, very familiar with this game. This was coincidentally a pack-in with every Nintendo system that was sold. Although, I know that, personally, I played more Mario than I did Duck Hunt. That's mainly because I didn't have easy access to a zapper. Speaking of the zapper, I don't have a zapper right now. This is, don't kill me Nintendo, being emulated using a mouse because you cannot play Duck Hunt without access to a CRTV, which is one of those older box TVs with the tubes in them, without access to one of those, because
NES
Zapper can't register the refresh rate on a modern TV. It needs to be a slower, old-fashioned TV, or else you're not going to be able to shoot anything. And I mean anything. Now, there are multiple types of ducks in this game. I will put all of them on screen because I'm focusing right now, and I honestly can't remember off the top of my head which is the easiest and which is the hardest, but there are 3 difficulties of duck, and regardless of the duck that you shoot, whenever he falls, the Duck Hunt dog somehow changes it into a green duck. A salty green duck who is fed up with everything. I mean, look at this guy. He doesn't look dead. He looks annoyed that you decided to shoot him. Like, how dare you? I already missed one and I'm only on round 3. I've missed 2 and I'm only on round 3. That Duck Hunt dog laughs every time you lose because he's a jerk. And they needed an icon for people to make fun of for years after that. You can not shoot him. I don't know if you could see that, but, I mean, you definitely couldn't see that because my cursor's not on the screen. But I was trying to shoot him and nothing happened. You can only shoot the ducks. The salty ducks. That sounds like a good name for a bar. The Salty Duck. Not a bar, a pub. Good name for a pub. Ha! Oh! That counted. Okay, cool. I've never done that before. I had no idea what would happen if you shot it while it was flying away. I like the little touch that whenever it's flying away, the sky color changes. Although, that does raise a lot of questions about this world that Duck Hunt is set in. Or maybe this part of the world. Maybe it's set in the actual Earth, and there is just a part of the world where the sky color changes rapidly. Like the Aurora Borealis, located entirely in this Duck Hunt field. Memes, gotta love them. I love the jingles in this game. I know I talk about jingles a lot, like a lot, but I love the jingles in this game. They're so pleasant and rewarding, and when you do something good, you just feel like the game is rewarding you for doing something good. There's a lot of wonderful sound effects in this game, and despite the fact that it's just a static screen, it actually looks pretty impressive too. At least for this time era on the NES. I don't know, even for late NES, it kind of holds up, given how simple the gameplay is. There are 3 modes in this game. I will be showing all of them, although, for now, obviously, I'm just focusing on the first one, which I'm in right now. This is Game A, 1 duck. There's only 1 duck, and you've got a mouse, and you gotta massacre that duck because you're hungry and you want duck for dinner, or something. Hopefully you're not hunting for sport. Don't hunt for sport. Unless you hunt for sport, I'm not going to judge, but I don't like hunting for sport, personally. I think it's mean to animals. Hashtag don't look me up, PETA. I don't want to be a part of you. The dog always looks so happy whenever you shoot a duck. He's like, hey, look what you did. Good job. But whenever you miss, he won't hesitate to laugh in your face. Because apparently he's just having fun. He doesn't care about whether you win or lose. He's going to enjoy it either way. Because he is a self-centered jerk face. Jerk dog. I'm just going to keep playing this mode until I lose. So hopefully I have a lot to talk about. And if I don't, I'll edit this down in post again. Obviously in post. You're not going to edit a video while you're making it. And if I have enough to talk about, then I won't. And this comment is irrelevant. So this game is far in the future in this current timeline of games that I'm playing. But Duck Hunt Dog was added as a playable character in Smash Bros. 4. I love Smash Bros. With a passion. It's one of my favorite Nintendo franchises. But he's a very interesting character who's more representative of the light gun than he is this particular game. He has Duck Hunt moves, and he has his laugh as a taunt. But he also attacks using other games that we have not seen yet, or you have not seen yet. Unless you've played them outside of this series. Just ignore everything I say. Actually, that's a lie too. Please watch me. Please watch me. I'm desperate for your affection and attention, and I love you. I do wish that Nintendo had a way to play this game legitimately on modern hardware. What? There are 2 ducks now! Oh my god, I must have switched to the other mode while you guys weren't looking! Yeah, this doesn't happen naturally when you're playing the main game. You're always just gonna have 1 duck in 1 duck mode. And then 2 ducks in 2 duck mode. I missed one already, good for me. I'm gonna go back to 1 duck at one point. I have something cool to show you guys. Remind me, okay? Ducks, ducks. Ducks, ducks. Ducks? No! I said ducks? Ugh. I guess I'm better at 1 duck. So I lost a bunch of footage because it was corrupted. I only noticed it was corrupted because I got a phone call and like 5,000 notifications from Microsoft at once, because Microsoft does not respect your recording times. Microsoft just does what Microsoft does. Round 4? Alright. By round 4, I mean round 5. Wow, I missed them both. That was awful. There's something else I wanted to talk about, and I can't remember what. It's bugging the heck out of me. Not the thing that I haven't shown you guys yet, because I can't show you that right now anyway. I know something else that I want to talk about, but I'm going to leave that for a different game, because it's about the light gun, not duck hunt exactly. And I fail. That was not as good as my other one. Let's go to clay shooting. I love the music in clay shooting. That might be one of my favorite underappreciated Nintendo songs. I mean, it's only like a 6-second jingle or so, but I quite like it. I quite like it a lot. Can't wait until I get to games, though, that have music in them so I can complain about the loops. There's gonna be like 8-second loops that you're gonna hear repeatedly, and I'm gonna talk about how I love them, and then after that, I'm gonna complain about them for the rest of the gameplay. In the manual, it says that it's easier to shoot them when they're closer, but personally, I'd rather wait for them to go out into the distance and then shoot. That's just easier for me to comprehend. See? Like that. People talk so much about Duck Hunt that nobody talks about the fact that it has a clay shooting mode, and I feel like that's kind of unfortunate. This is just as fun as the Duck Hunt, in my opinion. And you don't get to slaughter innocent animals. Well, again, not slaughter, just slightly inconvenience. They give me 1,000 points every time I shoot one. That's nice. No, no, no! So something you may have noticed is that you have 3 shots per round in all of the games, and if you waste all 3 of the shots, then it automatically moves on to the next group of clay pigeons or ducks. I don't know why these things are called pigeons. Maybe it has something to do with the royal family and when they were bird hunting back in the day. Shoot. Shoot. Yay, another perfect. Like I said, this game was bundled in with the NES, which means that it got a zapper at launch. That's all because when this system was launched in North America, they wanted it to look more like a toy than a video game system or a computer. People were constantly complaining about video games at the time because of the video game crash when Atari messed everything up with E.T. and Pac-Man, and video games went kaput for a little while. But then Nintendo launched in North America with a zapper and a robot who you have yet to meet, and the rest is history. They are now a household name. I remember what I wanted to talk about. Okay, so, way back in the day, before they were making video game systems, Nintendo released Duck Hunt for households. There was, I think, a projector that would shoot footage of the ducks on a wall, and you shot them with a fake gun, much like this, but a lot more primitive. And that is what they based this version of the game on. I don't know if there was a clay shooting mode in that one. I wouldn't be surprised if there was. But hey, round 10. That's good for me. Yay me. Shoot. 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 Thank you. Okay, I've run out of things to talk about. Check this out. Second player can control the ducks. Okay, bye!